Wahnsinn, Freunde. It's a little dark, huh? I kind of changed the lighting for the painting. It looks kind of cool too. Hi. This is a live recording. If you catch it after the fact, you might be wondering while I'm talking to people. That's because they are live right now, chatting with me, and I might be answering questions. Uh-oh. Hi, can you hear me? Let me check. Be in live chat. I always forget that. Helga Fina. Helga Fina? Die. Hello, Ablenka. What up? Hi, Heidi. Nice to meet you too. That's me, Jessica. I'll be here every Monday. No, I won't, because I'm leaving for Seattle in a few days. So I doubt I will be. Wait a minute. Definitely not next Monday. Probably the Monday after. No, let's say I won't be live for the next 2 Mondays, just to make sure. And if I do, you see it in my stories or a post about it. I don't know. How y'all doing? Had a good weekend? I did. I kind of want to redirect you to my video from Saturday. I went on Friday, but the Saturday one. Thanks, Deborah. Hi. Because that was a collaboration. It's all about a painting that the teachers of the Fluid Art Experience did that will get raffled at the event. And I kinda lost my video material, so I had to get creative, and I did, and it was a lot of work, but it did not really fit into what I usually do. It's still about painting, and you will see me paint, and you will see a painting in the end, but I did a bunch of other stuff. Lots and lots of work, but YouTube is not pushing it because, it's different than usual. So if you want to be, it's just, entertaining, not very educational, but fun, I think. So go check that out. Well, let's paint. Negative space again. Colors. That's Paint Spray by Nova Colors. My new favorite paint brand. Let me show you. Doesn't look very spectacular, but what's in there is spectacular, I think. Haven't tried all the colors. What I've tried is awesome. So the paint spray, the best one is this one. That's the Interference Gold. Hi Elise! Oh, I haven't heard from you for ever. Hope you're happy and well. Nova Color 2. And it's called, I always forget, that's why I have to get the thing. Super Pearl Gold. Hi Carolyn. You fall off the earth sometimes. I know how that feels. As long as you come back. Climb back onto the disc. Sorry. Shut up. Interference gold. Awesome. Seriously, it's the best interference gold that I've tried so far. It has super duper awesome. Do I have one here? This one, which I messed up because it, can you see this? This is dry and not very pretty, so don't look at the design, but look at the gold sheen. Please, stop it. Thank you. Yeah, that's the gold. Where was I? In my studio, I remember now. This is this little piggy, Hammerhead. I hope to kind of get a green, like a, you know, when you mix one word after the other. Hi, Dave. So the gold, it's, I mean, it's basically yellow. I don't know if you can say that officially. I do. So it's basically yellow. Blue is basically blue and yellow makes green. If it doesn't work with the Payne's Gray, I'm hoping that the Hammerhead does the trick. Obviously it will just appear green. What am I talking about? You know what I mean. The thing with the brain and the eyes and the light and reflections. It's Monday. So, people. Those were my colors. This is Black Cell Activator. Norway! I always wanted to go Norway. I actually took 2 years Norwegian, nynorsk, in college. Never had the chance to talk to somebody who is actually Norwegian. Which is probably good because it's probably as bad as somebody learning German. I showed you that already. That was Black Cell Activator. Then we have the white one. Black and white are made with Melbourne. Yeah, well, you live in the future, so. White and black. Tri-Art, that's what I was gonna say. Tri-Art, you can get that from Fluid Art Co. And it's a big old tube. It's 150. It's funny because the Fluid Art Co. Sells them in 150 milliliter tubes. And if you look online, they have like, all I saw was 60 and 120. So it's, fun fact, doesn't really matter. Lovely paint though. That's a good one. And Cell Activator is awesome with it. Different. Different in a way of it's very stretchy and it's very reactive, which is a good thing, depending on what you want. And then I have a classic. This is Golden Golds mixed with Australian Floetrol. I used the bright gold and the deep gold. That would be great, but I doubt I can talk Norwegian with you. But we could try. Give you a good old laugh. It's been, oh my God, that was college, so it's been 15 years too. Wait, 15. Gotta do the math. It's 20 years. It's 20 years. Shut up. Okay. Some water. And then I'm flipping you around. Am I though? Yes, I am. There we go. And again, I hate that you cannot zoom in on a live. That's why I have to kind of adjust. So I'm sorry if you get a little bit. Are we in frame? Almost. It's a little bit missing on this way. But yeah. This is a 16 by 20 canvas. Yes, I used blue yesterday. Can you tell? This is my baby spinner. Covered in paint. That's what I do with my spinners. Which is okay because I like good patina on anything. That spinner is 22 in diameter. Let me. No, it's 22 from this arm end to that arm end, and then the measurement from. Can you see my finger? Here to there is 20 inches. So everything fits on there as long as one side is 20 inches or smaller. So it gets supported like here and on the other side. So it can go in this direction, it can go whatever. Well, this is not super true because the longer it is, the harder it is to tilt because that's what you want to do as well. So at one point you might want to invest in a bigger one, but don't you worry, I got you covered. The bigger one doesn't spin as fast as this one. Look, I mean, it's, I don't know if you can tell, but it's just very smooth and fast, while the bigger one needs some weight and actually a big canvas. So it performs well. Enough advertising. This is my pillow paint. Let's put it on there. I love those lids, but also I always have crap on it. And when I start pouring, all the crap falls onto the canvas. Okay. This is my white pillow paint. Let me. 1 second. Sorry. Okay. This time, even though it's a little late, but it's just the cleanup is so much faster with gloves on. I'm treating myself to a new pair today because I try to reuse them as much as I can. So this is a medium size, but very round. See how round the tip is? Let me show you a different one. See how pointy that is, or even if it's a round one. I do like this too, but so it's maybe 3/4. It's like a centimeter and the widest point, and depending on what you want to do, not a lot of paint fits on there. So just it's not a. I'm not judging. I'm just telling you what is. So let's put some cell activator on this one. I start with gold. It's fairly thin. That was just the bottle of Floetrol. That was thin. That happens. And it's okay. Unless it's like super watery and does not. As long as it creates cells, you're fine. Because That's all I want the Floetrol to do. Moving it around a little bit. Okay. So I told you I want to create some green shimmer. Now's the question. Would I put on the gold first or the blue first? In this case, I don't know why, but let me put on Hammerhead first. And let's sandwich the gold between the Hammerhead and my Payne's Gray. I'm losing it. Guys, I'm losing it. And when I say green, you know, I mean a shade of green. I know that I'm not gonna get a spring green from those colors. But maybe, do I have... 1 second, let me find a painting that I did yesterday. With those colors, just with a blue background. And I'm not sure if the background actually helped me create that. Can you see this part? There, I hope you could see it. Okay. Ooh, yeah, there's a little green stuff happening. Let's move this around just a tiny bit. I'm not gonna mess with that. It's pretty awesome. And I might lose that anyway. Switching to a more pointy knife. Pointier knife. Okay, start with the gold again. Some black. And a drop of white. So what I love about this technique is you seriously don't need a lot of paint. He said 3 drops altogether. Okay, let me switch it up and put the Payne's Gray on first. There we go. Lovely Hammerhead and the goat. Now we'll continue over here. Just keep going with the flow. Ooh. Ooh. That's super black. What is that? Well, we see when we spin. I'm just wondering what color that is. If that's the black Selectivator, I can't really tell if it's black or blue. Well, I'm gonna leave it the way it is. Move it around a little. And at this point, I try to visualize how this might look after spinning. So the most important thing you wanna know, once you spin, everything will expand from the middle outwards. That's physics. If you put your composition more in this corner, it will still do the same thing. It will move outwards from the center of your canvas, actually from the center of your spinner. That's why you want it centered normally, unless you want to, move. That goes too far, but you know what I'm saying. So I know if I spun this the way it is, this will be my center and it will just expand. So I know I always do this. This is my little window. And you can say, depending on how much pillow paint you have put down, because that's the indicator, the more the pillow paint is the vehicle for your stretch. And once you're running out of pillow paint, it can't stretch anymore. And depending on how much paint you put on, I would say in this case it would be 1/3 of your canvas. So if you say this is a half, this is 1/3. Okay, this is getting a little bit too complicated now, but the 1/3 will in the end be the whole canvas. It will triple in size. Whew, that was close. But again, it depends on how much of your pillow paint you have down. If you have less, it will expand less, and if you have more, it will expand more. Let's fix this little tail over here. Let's start with the black this time, because it did really do a thing, and I will use less. Okay, wait. See, that was on my stick, and I just did this, like buttering your toast. Tiny bit. And then also, what I do, let me get something. You really need so little. And since I will put way more paint on this, it's okay to tap some of this off. I promise you there's still enough of cell activator on there to create your composition. Can even do this. Okay. So I think I need to put the gold over the other colors, which makes sense. Let me put on the gold just a bit. And then just fun the Payne's Gray first. Second in that case, and then the hammerhead. And what did I want to do? Oh, this one. Here's an example for what happens if you wait too long, because I'm talking and talking and talking. These cells are already kind of wiggling. That's because the cell activator sinks down. I have a lot of pillow paint down, so it has more stuff to sink through, so you will see wonky cells pretty quickly. That's why I should shut up and paint. And I didn't want to mess with that, but I kind of have to. What? This I never had happen. There's cells in the beginning, and then what happened here? Where are my cells? I like it. It looks kind of 3D-ish. Wow. Must be something with the cell activator. I wonder if it's too thick. I'm not gonna complain. I kind of like this. Okay. I loosen it up a little bit. And kind of like it. But I already know there's gonna be something that will bother me later on. And that is this little streak here. So you know, I just told you it will all expand. And so imagine this 3 times as big. So this one might be, let's say it's probably going to be here, but way bigger. And then you have, when you think of your composition, you have a white line that goes through your painting. Not necessarily what I want. So I will try, and I will also use that black again, just because I think it's interesting what it does. I'm going to put my black on, a little bit of the gold, and a tiny bit of hammerhead. And I'm gonna see what will happen if I go over this. Because I can completely mess it up. I'm totally aware of that. And I might have. Who cares? We're here for fun, right? Okay, just... I did this only because I kind of wanted to tie this in. But if you listen to me talk, we will probably lose that anyway, because you know what I mean. Okay, this will spin. So I will try to bring my paints in safety, which usually I don't do. I'm just on my best behavior today, just for you guys. Here. What I'm also gonna do is move my paint around a little bit. The reason for that is we will lose this part of the paint fairly quickly. I would say with the first spin, this is gone. Since I don't want to just have it gone and know that these corners will need some paint later on, I just push that paint in these corners just to save it. Because resources, people, resources. Oh, I can see that. Can you see the shimmers? Ooh, it's pretty. Okay, so back to my interesting story of how things expand when you're spinning. Since I know that, what I just told you, middle part, if you imagine this will be the canvas later, just 3 times as big. I can find my window. I can see what I want to keep, or most likely will keep. And that's when the spinning comes in. Not spinning, the other thing is the tilting. So I tilt to put everything in position, and then I spin. When I'm not 100% sure, I do a little baby spin to just see how it's developing. So let's do that. And usually I stop once I see, I don't care about that, that can go. But once I see something is, I call it the anchoring, because once it runs down your edge, the paint on the edge gets so thin that this has almost contact with the canvas. So this part of the paint, this part of your composition will stay in that spot. Yes, you can still move it depending on how much pillow paint you have, but the more contact your paint has with the edges, or the closer it gets to the edges, the more likely it is that the paint will stay there where it is. I hope it makes sense. Oops. It's tough to just talk and then can't edit it after. Ooh-hoo! Yes. Nice. Very nice. Let's see. Lots of pillow paint, I can tell. Because I was probably talking while I put it on. And then, after you spun, it is usually the middle part that has the most paint mass, the most weight, the most paint still on in one big batch. Does that make sense, what I just said? So the spins, everything expands, but the middle part is basically just turning around itself. So the paint here just goes, so it doesn't move outwards a lot. So what I always do, even though after the spin I like the composition, I have to move the middle part out from the middle so I can spin again and the paint can go somewhere else. So and then it's important where to put that. So I could have tilted it in this direction, which would have brought the mass from the middle here. Then I'd spin and that would go in this direction. So everything that I would take over here would go out. What I did is put it more in this direction, so when I spin, I hopefully get it more towards that corner. I'm gonna do it slowly though, because I'm not quite sure how much we're gonna still lose. I like that Payne's Gray. So it is I'm a big Payne's Gray fan anyway. Favorite was Golden. Still love it. The Golden Payne's Gray is more gray, actually. While the Amsterdam Payne's Gray is more blue. And this has it goes more into the greenish direction. I mean, it's more blue than green, but it's towards green. So I will be at PourCon in Vegas, baby. I will not teach painting, because the whole Bloom recipe stuff is covered. I mean, Queen herself is going to do it, so I'm not complaining. But I will have a color theory class where we talk about stuff like that. What colors can go, which color, and it's also not every blue is the same blue. Like you cannot mix blue with red and have purple. If you use you can use a red that's leaning towards yellow or one that's leaning towards blue, and which, all that kind of stuff we're gonna do, and that's gonna be fun. I don't know what to say. I think I like it, and I think I'm already done. That was a short one, but I feel like I talked a lot and there was a lot of information in this one. I even like the composition. Compositioning is another thing. I usually go with the rule of thirds, where you split your canvas into thirds. So thirds this way, thirds that way. And you use those points, you use basically everything. You can use one of those. Word is missing, word is missing. Thirds, one of those, I guess it's a ninth then, to, oh gee, that's tough to say now. You're orientating yourself not only on the lines that it creates, also the spaces. So you could, for example, put your focal point right here in this corner where one third line and the other third line meet. You can use a diagonal that, I mean, basically it's a very abstract and a very words are missing. I'm sorry. That's what you get when English is your second language. Well, it would be to explain you the whole thing. That would be too much anyway. But so you see, this line is almost on one of those third lines. So it makes it look balanced, and it's very important for negative space too. It helps me personally to figure out the spacing. So have a third here, 2/3 there. You know what I mean? Maybe I write that down one day and do an actual video about it. But also I know there's a bunch of people who already did that. Love this. Nikki D, unbelievable. Hi, girl. I wish you'd come to Vegas. That would be fun. I'm just hacking. Who else is here? Oh, Nikki, you have your puppies. I saw that. I can't. I'm sometimes overwhelmed with my adult dog. But she's a terrier. She's an asshole. But she's very cute. Let me get you down, show you the dog, because she's sitting in that window. Can you see her? She's falling asleep. She's a cute dog. She's an asshole, but cute. Okay, so. Do you, Elise? Is it an asshole too? Am I allowed to say the word with A? Well, I'm talking about my dog. I think I can. Let me try to... Hi, Rose! Yeah, I used to have cats too. I love cats. I love all animals. I love more animals than humans, to be honest. Nothing against you guys, but... Hi, Kathy! Okay, concentrate. So, I thought at first this was all the black, but you can see kinda that it's the Payne's gray. I love the variation that it has. Like, it's super dark, but it can get super light. Yes, it is, Nikki. That's all Nova paints. Not all of them. It's Hammerhead in there. And the gold cell activator, that is golden. But I cannot see the green that I wanted to achieve. It might have been my pillow paint. It's possible. Although you can kind of see it here. Yay! I like it, and that I don't say that very often. Let me flip you around. Not very often. Karin. Um, is there anything else to say? Yes, please watch Saturday's video. Just because it was so much work and I had such a blast of making it. And I would like to know what you think. It's pretty silly. So I hope you have a good week. And like I said in the beginning, no live next week or the week after because I'll be in Seattle. What else? I don't know. I don't want to go. But I am. I'm gonna go. I did a quick one. Karin, what you think? Again, and I like it. Okay, I gotta go. Sorry. Hit the like button. Just, you can just, super easy. Tell people about me. I would like my channel to explode. Just putting it out there. I mean, why not, right? So, see ya. Bye. Thanks, by the way. Thanks. Because without you and stuff, I wouldn't be standing here talking to my phone.